In this video, we got a tier list of all of these shades of rookie cards, and I'm going to be ranking them from tiers S all the way down to D tier. And like I said, we have all 15 rookies here on the tier list, and then we do have Pink Diamond Kade Cunningham, because why not kind of throw him on the list? He feels like, you know, all of these guys lock in for Kade, so I feel like Kade should be on the tier list. But yeah, guys, first rookie here is going to be Diamond Jaden Ivy. I think he's probably going to be for rookies. I think he's going to be in that A tier category, and S tier, guys, is going to be my top 3 rookies in the game. Looking at Jaden Ivy here on 2KDB, he's going to be a shooting guard, point guard. He's 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. I mean, offensively, Jaden Ivy is going to be super elite. That 92 speed, 92 acceleration, super fast card, really good at going to the basket with an 85 driving dunk. He's also got a 92 ball handle and a 92 speed with ball. Jump shot wise, I mean, he has a 77 3 ball and an 84 mid range. Not the biggest fan of his release. I think if he had a better release, he might be a top 3 rookie, but like I said, I mean, he's a good offensive card. Defensively, he's definitely going to struggle a little bit, but Jaden Ivy overall is going to be a very elite rookie card. Benedict Matheran, I think, is probably going to be in my top 3 rookies, so I'm going to throw him in S tier for now. I mean, we all know Benedict Matheran. Like, this card is super elite, man. For a shooting guard, small forward, he's 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, and he can pretty much do everything on the court. He's got a 90 driving dunk, 84 3 ball. He has a really good release on quick timing. He's also got, what, 89 speed, 95 vertical. I mean, defensively, you could say he's going to lack there a little bit, but the fact that he's 6'7" tall, has a pretty good player model, I think he'll be just fine on the defensive side of things. And offensively, I mean, Benedict Matheran is going to be a very elite shooting guard and probably one of the better rookie cards in the game. Diamond Jalen Duran, I don't think is very good. I'm going to throw him in C tier. I mean, he's a good inside big, I guess, but even for insides, he's really not that good this year. Looking at Diamond Chet, I think he's going to be in A tier. He might get moved up to S tier. I think this Chet card is actually super elite. I think he's better than a lot of people are saying. I mean, he's 7 foot with a 7'6" wingspan. He can play the power forward position. I think if this card was only a center, then I think he's a lot worse. But the fact that he can play power forward and you can get away with him only having 45 strength, I think he's a pretty good power forward. Great defender, 92 block, 87 interior. He's got an 83 3 ball, 83 mid range, has a good release. Like, that's the thing too. Chet has a good release. If he had a bad release, he definitely would be like probably B tier. But the fact that he's got a good release, he can knock down threes, he's really good at going to the basket. I think this Chet card definitely deserves to be an A tier. Diamond Dyson Daniels, I think once again is probably an S tier. Probably an S tier rookie. If he's not S tier, he's very high A tier. We'll have to move those guys around later in the video. But yeah, I think Dyson Daniels, he is going to be in that S tier category. You know, Kade Cunningham, I mean, if you want a budget option, Dyson Daniels is probably going to be your guy to go with. He's 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. He can play the point guard position. 3 ball is only a 69, but with a coach boost and a shoot boost, I mean, you can get that up into like the high 70s, maybe even low 80s. So I mean, Dyson Daniels also has a really good release. So if you're wide open, I think you'll be able to knock down pretty consistently. They're basically going to play the same, Kade and Dyson Daniels. Obviously, Kade's going to be a better card, but I don't think there's that much of a difference between a guy like Dyson and between a guy like Kade. So Dyson Daniels definitely going to be in that S tier category. Jeremy Shuhan, I think, is very solid. I don't think he's on the same level. Maybe he is. Maybe he deserves to be an A tier. You know what? I'm gonna throw Ivy down to B tier, and then I'm gonna have Jeremy Shuhan in A tier. I think Shuhan is probably a better overall card than a guy like Ivy, but Ivy's still gonna be super elite. Looking at Paulo Banchero, he's 1000% gonna be an A tier. He probably used to be an S tier, but then we got Benedict Matheran and we did get Dyson Daniels, and I think those guys are a little bit better than a guy like Paulo. But Paulo's still 6'10", 7 foot wingspan. I mean, he's just a very overall solid card. Has a good release. He can knock down threes. He's a really athletic big man, a really good athletic power forward and center. He's got an 88 vertical, 90 driving dunk. He's really good at finishing around the rim, and overall just a very elite card. Definitely going to go in that A tier category. Now, talking about Pink Diamond Kade, I'm not going to include him in my top 3 for S tier, but we all know Kade would definitely be an S tier. I mean, if we just look at Kade here on 2KDB, like, this card is super elite, but I want to talk about one problem that I've noticed last night when I was using him. So he's 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan, and if you look at his stats, they look amazing. 91 3 ball, 88 mid range, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. Defensively, he's going to be great. He's super tall, has some good defensive stats and badges, and then he's got a 92 ball handle, 88 speed with ball. But for for me, guys, the biggest flaw with this card, and it matters a ton, is his stamina. Now, the stat might not be the worst, only an 88 stamina, or 88 stamina, that's pretty good, right? You know, if you give it a coach boost, or sorry, if you give it a shoe boost, now it's up to 92. But for whatever reason, this Kade card loses stamina like crazy. Like, I'm talking like he just is gassed after the first quarter. Like, I would use him for the first quarter and he's at like 60% stamina and he's like completely gassed. He can't even carry the ball up the court anymore. So that's my biggest flaw with Kade. So if you guys do have the card, just maybe you're going to have to run a shooting guard that can also score the ball, or have a shooting guard that's going to be your primary ball handler. Because unfortunately, I don't think Kade can be your primary ball handler. He just really doesn't have the stamina to do so. But obviously, for this tier list, Kade going to be an S tier. Next rookie here is going to be Diamond Johnny Davis. This card is terrible. I mean, jump shot terrible. Don't think he's a very good card. Definitely going to go in that C tier category. Ochai Agbaji, I think he's solid. I mean, Ochai is definitely still a solid shooting guard. He was a lot better when he first came out because there wasn't that many good budget shooting guards, but we have got a lot of good budget cards since he came out. But he's still 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan, and then just a very overall solid card. I wish he had a little bit better of a release, and I do wish he moved a little bit better. Doesn't have the best dribble style, but Ochai, like I said, I mean, going to be a very solid rookie card. Looking at Ousmane Dieng, once again, I don't think he's very good, kind of on the same level as Johnny Davis and Jalen Duran. Looking at Mark Williams, I think he's a solid inside big. He's definitely a better inside big than a guy like Jalen Duran. So Mark Williams for me is probably going to be in that B tier category. Looking at Jalen Williams, I think he's actually pretty solid. I haven't used Jalen Williams. Let me just quickly check his stats and badges, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe he deserves to be lower on the list, but he's 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, only a 79 3 ball, can't play defense, but I know he has a good release. This jump shot's actually pretty good this year. It's decently fast, but maybe he deserves to go down to C tier. I don't really know. So maybe Jalen Williams is C tier. We'll throw him down to C tier. He doesn't really look to be the best card. Looking at Jabari Smith, as much as I didn't like the card, I think for this tier list, he's still going to be at least in that B tier. I mean, if we look at Jabari Smith, he's got a good jump shot and he can knock down threes. But other than that, I don't think he's a very card. He's super skinny in game, only has a 72 strength, right? Super slow in my opinion, only 76 speed. He can't move with the ball in his hands. But like I said, if he's wide open, he's got an 85 3 ball. He's got Hall of Fame catch and shoot, guard up, and he does have a really good release. So Jabari Smith in the catch and shoot situation, he's going to be very, very elite. I just don't think he's on the same level as guys like, you know, Paulo, Jeremy Shuhan, and Chet. Looking at Diamond Keegan Murray, I don't think this card's very good at all. These cards I can see tier, I just wouldn't use. I don't think they're very usable. And then same thing with Shaedon Sharpe. These guys were very disappointing and very underwhelming. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys change about my tier list? And let me know some of your guys' favorite rookies in the game as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.